Hi, welcome to Yoga Friday. I'm Erin Chapel-Brock. This is Hudson. And we are going to do some yoga to lengthen and strengthen and find balance. So let's go ahead and just jump right in. Sorry, I used my phone for music. And we're using Yoga Groove as our soundtrack today. And we'll go ahead and start in downward dog. Just start firing up and getting warm. So we'll go to our mats. You can go towards the screen. We're going to go sideways to show a lot of these poses, okay? So go ahead. So let's find our downward dog. We're spreading our fingertips wide apart. Making our hands into starfish, relaxing our head and neck. Sending our shoulders away from our ears. Sending our heels towards the ground. And lifting our tailbone up. So Hudson, walk your feet a little closer. There's our down dog, okay? It's an inverted V shape. This is the moment where I put on a clip. Let's go ahead and pedal through our feet. Bend one knee. Push the opposite heel into the earth. Good. So you should be able to stretch in your calf muscles. A stretch down this part of your leg. Stay in your inverted V shape. If you open up too much, then you're just doing a plank, and that's good for your core, but not exactly what we're trying to do right now. Let's inhale, lift both heels up. Exhale, send them down. Let's look towards our fingertips and hop or walk our feet towards the front of our mat, hanging out in a forward fold. So just acting like a rag doll, letting gravity open our body. Wrapping our hands around our elbows, turn forward. Turn forward. There you go. Keep rocking from side to side. Releasing our hands, let's inhale up for monkey, little stretch through our lower back. This is one of my favorite poses. Let's exhale, release forward to our fold. Inhaling up to monkey, little stretch. Exhaling to fold. Connecting one breath to movement, inhaling up. Exhaling down to fold. On our next inhale, let's reverse swan dive, stretching away from our hips, reaching out and up. Let's interlace our fingertips. Exhale, push the backs of our hands towards the front of the room. We're opening and rounding our upper back. Inhale, sweeping up. Exhale, swan diving forward to fold. Using our hands for support, let's step back into downward dog, creating our inverted V shape, spreading our fingertips, lifting our tailbone up, sinking our heels down. Inhaling, looking forward, let's hop or walk our feet, finding forward fold. Inhaling up to monkey. Exhaling to fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive. This time we're going to interlace our fingertips behind our back. And then bring our shoulder blades together. So we're opening our chest and our heart center here. Let's release our hands. Inhale, sweeping up. Exhale, swan diving forward. Using our hands for support, on our next inhale, let's step back to plank or modified plank. So we want a straight line from the back of our head to the back of our shoulders to the back of our tushy. We can always lower our knees instead of keeping them up. On our next exhale, let's go through crocodile or chaturanga. So we'll send our heart to the floor first. Let's inhale up to cobra. Good ahead, Sue. Tucking our toes, let's exhale back to downward dog, sending our tailbone back to the sky. Inhale, sweeping our right leg up behind us. Let's look to our fingertips. Exhale, lunge our right foot through our hands. Pushing our hips forward, we'll inhale up to a crescent lunge. Good, beginning to use more muscles to stabilize. We want to push in both directions. Good, yeah, so the weight goes straight down. Push up. So the knee goes towards the earth. You put your hands into prayer. Sometimes I put them on my hips. And I feel like the longer you step apart, the more stable you'll feel. On our next exhale, let's step forward to fold. So just cartwheel your hands towards the front of your mat and come to fold. Good, let's inhale up to monkey. Exhale, release into fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive. This time we're gonna exhale and sit back into chair. Good, so sitting into our imaginary chair, tightening our lower stomach. Let's give ourselves a twist. We'll place our hands to prayer. Let's bring the back of our right arm across our left leg. So we'll push our palms together and use our leg as something to twist and open with. Just breathing slowly. On an exhale, let's release forward into our fold. Let's inhale, reverse swan dive. Find our chair again as we exhale and sit back. Remembering that in yoga, we breathe in through our nose and out through our nose. That's how we get warm, so that we can stay safe through our poses. We'll find prayer again. Let's bring the back of our left arm across our right thigh. Push our palms together as we twist it open. Good, so our weights towards the back of our feet. I always like to wiggle my toes. If you can wiggle your toes, then your weight's in the right spot. Good, let's exhale and find fold. From the front of our mats, let's open up into plank or modified plank. So knees can be up or down. Let's flow through crocodile or chaturanga, heart first. Going just past the earth, we'll roll over our feet to up dog this time. Let's tuck our toes and find down dog. Nice, let's do a crescent lunge on our left side. So we'll inhale and sweep our left foot up, and exhale, lunge it through. Push our hips forward, find our balance. Again, I find that a longer stretch makes me feel more stable and balanced. We want our hips to go forward, push through our back heel, send our front knee to the front of the world, and find somewhere good for our arms. I like this pose. You get a nice stretch, but you also get warm using our big muscles of our legs. Continuing to get warm, we'll exhale forward. Let's step back to plank, take another chaturanga through. Inhale up and exhale back to down dog. You know what we didn't do? We didn't lift our left leg up. So let's start our next thing using our left leg. So we'll sweep our left leg up behind us. Let's go ahead and open all the way to warrior two. We'll step and lunge all the way through. Rotate our back foot open. It's perpendicular to the front leg. Push down through our shoulders. Turn our gaze over our front hand. Engage our inner thigh to send our knee over our middle toe. And we're standing tall at our waist. Make sure you're lunging. Warrior two makes you feel strong and confident. It does, Hudson, it does. Sink a little lower. From our warrior two, we'll find warrior one. Bring our back hip around, facing to the front of our mat. Good, so the hips come with us. We're pushing back into the outside of the back leg. This is a good hip opener. On an exhale, let's push our palms to the front of the room. Inhale, let's pull under, harnessing energy. Good. Exhale, push away. Make sure we're staying in our warrior one. Inhaling under. Exhale, push. Once more, inhaling under. Exhaling to push. Nice. Let's cartwheel to the earth. Step back to plank or modified. And flow through a chaturanga or crocodile. Up to an up dog or cobra, back to a down dog. Good, so if you like to sweep your foot up, go ahead and sweep your foot up. If not, don't. So let's do that warrior two to warrior one on our right side. So we'll sweep our right leg up. Oh yeah, or not. And we'll step it through. Open our back foot perpendicular and send our right knee forward. Standing tall out of our waist. Engaging our inner thigh. Breathe. Live in the moment. Your hand hurts, switching. Maybe roll your wrist. So try to think about the pose. That's what I like about yoga, is it takes your mind off of everything because you put all of your energy into the pose you're doing. So you're like, what hand? I'm gazing softly over my front fingertips, feeling strong in warrior two. Let's sink lower. Yeah. When we're ready, let's pivot our back hip forward towards the front of our mats. Bring our chest with us. Good. Sending our knee to the front of the room, pushing out through the back leg. Try to get all of our hips towards the front. Good. Let's push our palms forward as we exhale. Let's inhale, pull underhanded. Exhale, push. Good. Inhaling under. Exhaling forward. Good. Inhaling under. Nice. Let's sweep our arms up. And we'll flow again, cartwheeling to the earth. Stepping back to our plank or modified. Let's flow through a chaturanga. Here I'll go sideways. Chaturanga is the same as crocodile. It's when you flow from your plank towards the floor without touching. That's a chaturanga. Let's pedal for our feet for a moment. All right, we're gonna add some fun stuff to those warriors. Hudson's excited. Yeah, you hear that? He says, wow, so excited. Okay. So I'm gonna try to go your left. Okay, so we're going to start with our warrior two again from our downward dog. So we're still in down dog, and we'll step our left foot through, open to our warrior two. Oh, this is the part where Hudson likes to use a toy instead of a block. So I'm gonna give him a block. If you have a block, you might want it under your front arm. Okay, so he's gonna step onto his left foot. Do you remember balancing half moon? And then we're gonna lift this foot up. Okay? So we're stacking and opening our body. So this is where a block comes in handy. You really want to reach through your fingertips. I like to turn mine into like a little tripod. Oh, just try again. And we're focusing on stacking and opening. The top leg is parallel to the floor. If you want, you can lift until your upper body is parallel to the floor. Always fun. Let's step back to our warrior two. Good job, Hudson. From warrior two, we'll find warrior one, bringing our back hip forward. From warrior one, we'll find, you're gonna need it on the other side. All right, so warrior one to warrior three, we'll step our weight onto our left foot. Both hips face the floor. We look towards the earth. We can start with our hands in prayer as we flex our back foot and hinge forward. Our focus is right on the floor under our eyes. We want a straight line from the back of our head. Good, good. So Hudson, this is different from warrior, this is different from half moon. Your body's facing the floor. Good, now lift up. Spread your toes apart. So anytime you feel your toes clenching, you want to spread them back out. Otherwise, the arches of your feet will hurt tomorrow. Nice. Ever so gracefully, we'll step back to warrior one. So from our warrior warrior one, let's straighten our front leg. Rotate our body towards the side of the wall that our back foot is facing. Exhale, swan leg down for a straddle fold. And just hanging out and breathing for a moment. From our straddle fold, let's walk around towards the front of our mat. Pivot into a lunge, step back to plank or modified, and take a little flow. So exhaling through crocodile, inhaling up to up dog or cobra. Exhaling back to down dog. Nice, and pedaling our feet for a moment. So you want to sink your heels down. Hudson, step your feet closer to your hands. There you go, that's way better. Okay, good. Nice. Let's do all that fun stuff on the other side, which I think is your right side. So we'll sweep our right leg up if we want. Step it through to warrior two. Opening the back foot to the side. Standing tall, sending our knee forward. Tightening our abdominal wall to our back. Reaching from fingertip to fingertip. Smiling is part of the pose. Let's gaze over our front hand. Again, we want to use a little bit of a tripod situation with our fingertips, or maybe put a block or part of your toy gun extension under your hands. And we're just going to step onto our front leg. Stay open and hinge down. We'll look over our fingertips as we come towards the floor. And then we'll open our gaze to the side wall. And then if we want, we can lift up until our waist is in line with our upper lifted leg. Ever so gracefully, we'll step back into warrior two. How'd it go? Better on that side? Let's find warrior one. We'll bring our back hip around, coming towards the front of our mats. Let's see. I think I stayed sideways. What did we do on this side? A warrior three? So warrior one, we're trying to get our hips forward. We're going to pivot our back foot around, step onto our front leg, tighten our stomach to our back, gaze towards the floor below our eyes as our body hinges forward like a pendulum. It's one line of energy from the top of our head to our flexed foot. Good. Spreading our standing toes apart. Breathing. Maybe experimenting with where we put our arms. And when we're ready, we'll ever so gracefully find our warrior one. And this time we'll find a fold at the front of the mat. So we'll cartwheel forward, step our back foot in to meet our front, and hang out like a rag doll. Yeah, you can sway side to side. It's nice to sway side to side. Let's inhale up to monkey. Let's exhale down to our fold. Let's use our hands and step back to down dog and pedal through our feet. Ow. Inhale, lift them up. Exhale, send our heels down. We'll look towards the front of our mat. Walk our feet forward. Find forward fold. Let's just roll up our body to a standing mountain pose for a moment. Good. Go ahead and roll your wrists, ankles, shake anything out. And we'll prepare for eagle pose. I know Hudson hasn't done eagle, so we'll just take it nice and slow, and hopefully I can cue it backwards. So eagle, the weight is shifted back like you're in a chair pose, okay? So the feet are parallel. I like to keep mine under my hips. Some people like their toes together. So we'll sit it back, okay? Now the rule is whatever arm goes under, that's the leg that goes on top. Okay, so let's start with our legs. We're gonna bring our left leg across our right. From here, if we want, we can slide it up and wrap it around our ankle. From here, we'll thread our left arm under our right. We'll bring our left hand towards our face, bring our right hand around, woo, and then basically press our palms together. Good, Hudson. Good, so shift the weight into the back. So our hips are sinking here. I'll go sideways. So we're not up, our weight is in the back of our hips, like in a chair pose. Wiggles, wiggles. We want to make sure we're pressing down through our shoulders and not shrugging up to our ears. And when we're ready, we'll release. We'll stand up first. Unleash. Roll it out. Eagle. You feel like an eagle? He does. All right, so we'll try it on the other side. So we're gonna sit back, reach our arms forward. And what foot did we cross? Our left last time? So we'll take our right leg, cross it over. I just realized I'm doing my actual left and right, which is not a mirror. So whichever leg we just put on top, let's thread the same arm under. We'll bring that hand back around as we bend the other elbow, push our palms together, send our shoulder blades down, maybe sinking back a little bit further in our hips. Okay, so we were just in eagle, and we just released. We'll shake it out, and we're gonna meet in a downward dog and start pedaling through our feet before we go into a couple gentle stretches to lengthen everything we just used back out. Remember, our heels are sinking towards the floor. I'm gonna shift the camera down so that it's a little more pleasant for floor work. Oh, look, you can see the front of the coffee table with Hudson's toy there. Fabulous. From our down dog, we're gonna lower both our knees gently. From here, we're gonna step our right foot through our hips. And we'll straighten the right foot and lean back into our hip. You should be feeling a stretch down the back of the front leg. Both sides of the chest come towards the front leg. So just the hamstring on the front leg, exhaling. On an inhale, we'll look forward, shift our weight towards the front foot. We'll come past our back knee, so we don't want to be on the kneecap, but just past it. Or if you have a towel, you might want to roll it up and put it under, or you can always fold your mat under twice. You can stay right here. We're opening our hip flexor on our back leg. We can sweep our arms up. We can find prayer. Let's do that on the other side. So we'll just cartwheel forward, sweep our front leg back, and switch feet. And once our front leg's there, we'll shift our weight back, trying to be even through both hips. So we're in gate pose now. Shift back. Use your hands for support. If you feel like you're gonna hurt yourself, don't do it. If it feels like a stretch, that's good. Let's shift our weight forward. Open the hip flexor on the back leg. Make sure we're past our knee. Maybe reach up. Maybe find prayer. Hip flexors. Feels good when they're open. Let's cartwheel our hands to the floor. Sweep our front knee back. Find child's for a moment. So we'll just shift back. We can separate our knees as much as we want. We can sweep our hands around next to our body. Our feet are flat. After our next breath, we'll place our hands next to our knees, push ourselves up. We'll shift our weight to one side, sweep our legs around in front of us. Let's bend our knees. Hudson, do you want to come sit next to me? We'll lift up, reach our right arm past our left thigh. Push tall with our left hand. And exhale as we twist. So lifting tall through our weight and then giving it a nice twist. And let's switch. We'll put our left arm past our right leg, push up with our right hand, nice and tall before we turn to face the wall behind us. Let's sit evenly. There. Inhaling forward, let's open to butterfly since our feet are right here. Butterfly. We'll put our hands, we'll put our hands on our ankles, lift tall, extend, starting with the lowest part of our back. So we want to be as straight through our back as possible. So we want to try not to round it. When we feel our back start to round, that's when we want to stop and extend. We can use our arms to open our thighs. Let's inhale up, shake our legs out for a moment. We'll open into an easy straddle, so we're not trying to do middle splits or anything. Just gonna extend through our feet, sit tall, stretch up and over. So we're stretching the side of our waist. Can you get your foot behind me? Here, go back a little bit. There you go. Now, step one, Hudson, sit nice and tall. So this way. Sitting tall for tonight. And then step two, we're just reaching. And we'll switch sides. Stretching through the side of our body. Trying to keep our weight equally distributed through our hips. So if it starts to peel up, we know we went too far. Or you can be like Hudson and choose child's pose. That's always an alternative. We're almost done, Hudson. And let's release. Shaking our legs forward again. We'll come towards the front of our mats. Bend our knees. Roll down on our mat. Hug our knees to our chest. We'll rock it out from side to side. Maybe making little circles. Giving our back a massage using the floor. Maybe rolling into your mother like a bowling ball. Bowling ball yoga. Alright, let's roll towards our right side. We'll use our hands for support. Walk ourselves up into a seated position. Let's see if I go this way, it's too far that way. So why don't you come right here, Hudson? Good. And we'll find a comfortable position. Maybe it's crisscross applesauce. Half lotus means one leg's over. Double means both. I can't do that. I've had too many surgeries on my knees. Let's place the backs of our hands to our knees. Let's touch our index finger to our thumb, generating a little energy there. Let's let our eyes fall closed for a moment. Maybe switching our breath from in through the nose and out through the nose. And taking a nice inhale in through the nose. But then a warm exhale through an open mouth. Just a few more breaths like that. Rolling our shoulders up towards our ears, pushing them down and back. We can open our eyes. Let's sweep our arms up overhead, inhaling, gathering all the positive energy we created today. Placing our hands to prayer as we exhale, drawing that energy back into our heart center. Thank you for joining us. Namaste. Hudson says namaste.